Hello everyone, my name is Cristina, I'm a Spanish girl living in London, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I talked about visibility, and the whole point of the video was to say basically that the new currency is visibility, and specifically online visibility. If you want to get in front of the people, if you want to have an extra income apart from your 9 to 5, if you want to access opportunities in today's economy and job market and system, that goes through online visibility, right? Your social status is not marketed anymore by being a celebrity, by being an actress, but being a person who has grown up in a wealthy family. That still exists, but for the people who are just normal people like you and me, social media has become the system, the funnel that provides that social status through online platforms. So in order for you to access those opportunities, you have to stop being a consumer and start to be a creator, which means you have to stop being a passive actor and become an active actor of this ecosystem. I'm not gonna be the kind of person who says to you, start before you're ready, even if maybe I have decided that I'm gonna use that as a title for this video. So I'm sorry if that happened in the end, because I didn't start it. I didn't start when I wasn't ready. This is me starting when I'm ready. For me, it was hard to accept this because I don't like really social media. I'm more like a person of the written word. I like radio, and hence I think that's what I choose you to start versus social media. But what I'm trying to say is that you can hate or not like social media, and you can decide not to play the game, and that's okay. That was me for a very long time. And you still can hate social media and decided that you are gonna play in the game under your rules. And again, the game today is visibility, and the two main characters are creator versus consumer. And I just decided that I didn't want to be a consumer no more. And also because my mental health was being affected, and play the creator role because, yeah, the kind of opportunities, the kind of income, the kind of opportunities and income that the exposure on social media gives you cannot be achievable in any other kind of way, or at least I cannot see them. And so when you reach this conclusion of I need to become a creator, because that's the way to have opportunities. Like, you cannot create opportunities if you are consuming every day. This sentence has a double sense. It's not just a matter of time, it's just a matter of creativity and flow and being stuck or not. So if you are constantly consuming content, you start to compare your beginning line with the finish line of other creators. And so when creating content, when taking an active role, you are doing the same. You start to compare yourself with the people who maybe they have been creating content for years. And what it does that is it keeps you stuck because you want to be perfect. But you are never going to be perfect your first time. I'm not being perfect. I'm still doing it. You get also overwhelmed on content, okay? And so you have an idea, for example, for creating your first video. And for whatever reason, you start to research on social media or on YouTube, and you get thousands of videos of people saying exactly the same message that you wanted to say, but they are doing it 100 times better. And again, you get stuck. And or what happens to me, you get stuck because you wanted to include all the ideas that they are saying and they are sharing in the videos in your own video. And so again, that keeps you stuck because it overwhelms you, the fact that you want to include everything. And it's not possible because then you will be doing a podcast, not a YouTube video, not a social media video. And that has several effects. The first one is that you feel that you are not being creative because again you have an idea for a video, but thousands of people have done that before. And so hence what is important to stop consuming and start creating, because creativity is not about something new, it's about just starting to create. And you will reach new paths when you start to create, when you get unstuck of the fear of not being original and start to create, right? And so that's the first thing. That and on into not taking action, okay? So if you wanted to reach new ideas, new thoughts, new perspective, you have to put out everything that is inside of you first. For example, all the videos I've been recording until now, I know they are not original, but I needed to put it out because I needed I have some things I wanted to say. And I know probably you will find thousands of videos with the same kind of message, but I haven't searched for those videos. I just put myself in front of the camera, I click into record, and I start to record and start to say what I wanted to say, right? And these videos that you are seeing now, the previous one and this one, and then the others that are coming, I wouldn't say they are original either, but I wouldn't have reached the idea of doing these videos if I wouldn't have recorded the first 3 videos about the job market and the burnout and the multi-passion. I reached the conclusion of what I'm exposing in these new videos because I record those other videos, and because I didn't keep myself stuck into, oh, I'm creating content and video that is exactly the same as others have recorded and published before, okay? So if you want to be creative, then you have to make whatever is first in your heart and in your mind, you have to let it out, okay? And that is also why it's important to stop consuming, because consuming information, content is, your brain is constantly receiving more and more content, and it gets overwhelmed, and it cannot process that amount of content, and you have to let it out anyway. So you are constantly fed with content that other people has put out, and you cannot hear yourself, you cannot listen to yourself, you cannot listen your own voice, okay? And if you cannot listen your own voice, you cannot be creative. So hence another reason to stop consuming, okay? And the third thing that happened, and I think is a consequence of the first two, which is taking action and starting to be creative, is your self-esteem. When you start to create content and take action, your self-esteem increases. Your presence in front of the camera change. The way you speak change. Like, I remember my first videos, they are all edited, by the way. So, but I could see, if I could show and share the first videos I record, you will see that half of the time I was like, which is a really Spanish thing. But after 6 videos, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna see what I'm editing or when I pause or whatever, because I'm with no script in here. But those they have disappeared. I don't have to edit it anymore. They are not there anymore. I'm getting more confidence into, I'm chatting to the camera, but for me it's like chatting to a friend, you know. Maybe I have to edit the Anyway, so in the previous video I talk about the system. In this video I talk about the psychology of how to face this system and not win it, because nobody can win this system, but make the most out of it. Because the social media industry is too big to let it fall, and what people are craving is quality content, and which is something I hope to do in this channel in the future. But again, these first videos are not for my audience, are not for you, are for me. Are for, they are for me to gain confidence, to start creating, to take actions. They are for me. They are for my self-esteem. And that's what I want you to take with you. I'm not really sure if you agree or not, but I would love to read the comments and read your perspective. And if there is somebody watching these videos, again, these are for me. And so, yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.